The trick of the enemy is he's going to hand you all that you desire. He's going to hand all that you desire. You got to notice that I didn't say want or need. I said the word desire, right? And oftentimes desires are pleasures, comfort, power, validation, immediate gratification in today's society. So the issue with all of those things is they're external. And anything external is fleeting, which means it's not going to stay. It's always going to go. And you're going to constantly feel like you need to obtain more and more, because the true feeling that you're searching for, it doesn't lie within external desires. And I want you to follow me on this. In my past, I've spent a lot of time and money on cars, jewelry, women, alcohol, substances, even building businesses, all in the pursuit of fulfillment or success for external validation, fame. However, every time that I got like another level of something that I wanted, I had to come to the realization that there was a new level of discomfort in the sense of non-fulfillment. What I've learned is that these things are rightfully obtained through a relationship with God. And stay with me on this. A relationship with God takes time because it takes real building, just like a relationship with a couple, with a business, with exercise. It takes time. You have to build it. And a lot of times people go for external things in the enemy because you don't have to build it. The trick of it is it's an illusion. And so what I've found is through God, you find true pleasure. You find true comfort through God, right? True power, true validation, which means he fills you up and he gives you those things internally so you don't spend your life searching for them externally. That's powerful. See, the enemy will give you all these things so you stay comfortable. And when you're comfortable, it will put a pause on your purpose. A relationship with God can feel tough a lot of times, especially in today's society, because the enemy has made it easier. He has designed the world for illusions to make you constantly search and feel comfort. And if you feel comfort, then you feel like, okay, now things are good. Because the enemy, he can't create. He's not that powerful. He can only duplicate. So he tries to duplicate what God can do naturally. And he wants to confuse you with fulfillment. And a lot of times the fulfillment is not purpose. So he confuses you with fulfillment. And that way you're not busy focused on your purpose. You'll feel successful, but empty, fed, but not nourished. That road is never ending. That road is never ending. You'll always feel empty. Now, this is the other side of it, right? Once you decide to come to God, once you make that decision, be prepared, because you got to give the enemy all his things back. You got to give him all his things back. Everything that he gave you or that you got through him, be prepared. It's going to be broken off of you. You got to give it back. And that's the only way. 2 reasons, though, right? They don't belong to you. And then the other reason is God needs you to come back to him the same way he brought you, naked. And you don't want energetically those things that the enemy gave you to deteriorate or to deter or defer your relationship with God. You understand? The same way he brought us naked is the same way he wants you to come. I think about this story in Adam and Eve in Genesis, where Adam was hiding from God when God called him. And Adam says, I heard your voice in the garden, but I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid. And then God said to him, listen to this. Who told you you were naked? Who told you you were naked? Meaning, who told you you weren't good enough? Who told you that you needed to alter something that was already so perfect? That's the trick of the enemy. So you begin to realize everything the enemy gives you has attachments to it. It wasn't freedom. It was actually just a leash that was holding you, right? And so Adam covered himself with fig leaves. This is in the word, right? The same way we do with success, money, status, distractions, pleasure, image, and the list goes on and on. So we have to surrender back to him and essentially be naked, right? And then you get the real confidence. The word confidence comes from the root word confide, to confide. So you get true confidence through God when you confide. And this has been changing my life. And the only thing he asks is that you keep that relationship with him. And then, man, you realize that you didn't lose anything. You just returned home. And that's powerful. And that's very powerful. So I urge you, take some time today to reflect and start thinking about things that you want to get rid of that make your soul or your spirit feel uneasy. And, I urge you, doing the right thing is not always the easy thing. But in today's society, it's very important that we get back focused on morals, values, and principles, and understanding that God is everywhere. He's omnipresent. And the enemy is only here to distract you with worldly items to get you further away from purpose. So stay focused. Peace and love. This is the Unlimited Podcast. Peace.